So, hey folks, this is Blossom, targeted individual for a lifetime, and it's come back with a vengeance. I know that my next door neighbor knew because he said out of the blue one day when we were both finally outside at the same time. But he said it behind the fence. He said, "You're going down." And it pissed me off so bad that I started singing the song, "I'm Going Down." Whatever. So, I do what I do to have to put up with the crap that I have to put up with, and a lot of it's far worse than crap. It's all been illegal for many years, but it's still happening. It's happening in our own country. So this is trying to cook my children dinner, and albeit late because it's hard to clean up your own hospital every day and still function. But I manage, and whatever. So I don't mean to keep saying whatever. I don't want to get stuck on a dialogue. This is what I found. It was so painful. It was in my hair, and I began just dumping peroxide over it. And this ended up falling on the floor. There's been so many other little species of things, so I know they've really tried overkill with this poisoning and this infectious disease that doctors are unwilling to give me adequate medical care. And since I got here from California 5 years ago, fleeing for our lives, we've actually had pretty decent, very impressive health care, and adequate and timely. So to go in now, I'm the 6th year being here, and mind you, this crap just started. The harassment, the stalking, the cyber stalking, the directed energy weapon attacks, all of these started around July or into June, whatever. Cancel culture came in just a whole bit, try to discredit me and stress me out, stress my kids out, and whatever. I could go on and on, or I could end up digressing. I'm really tired. I've had this infection for over a month, probably a month and close to a month and a half, and it's a lot more aggressive than the last batch they gave me, and I'm really planning. I've made a plan for the worst, and I'm really far beyond hoping for the best. I believe I deserve the best. I believe my children deserve far more than the best. And this is the most disgusting and mind-boggling thing for me is to realize that civilians are watching, and for some reason nobody is protesting this illness when I can easily not only give it to them. I realized today that my snot in my nose is absolutely weaponized. I did a snot rocket and blew it on something that I was throwing in the washer, and it didn't blow that way because there's an abundance of fungus, which is why my ex-husband used to say, "Oh, the fungus amongst us." I never got that, and it's 6 years after our divorce, and we were married for 11. So he was a paid actor also. He told me that every time I didn't conform, then he lost money out of his check. So I said, well, I'm just going to screw up royally every day then, I will digress on that because I want to explain stuff from back then, but it doesn't need to be done. I'm open for questions and open dialogue. Anyone wants to ask me anything, as long as it's done in a respectful way with dignity for me and my children, I'm up to answering anything from anybody. But this has been my life I'll be 50, not this year but next year. So I'm well past my midlife, and I moved here. I've been building community. with people, friendships and associations. And my point is that I don't want anything different than anybody else that wants to live, fulfill their dream, and evolve into their, that maybe evolve was the wrong word, to just be able to be the best person that they can be, you know? And I'm not a perfect person, but I don't go around hurting people on purpose. And I would never condone this as an experiment, as a research study, or as a military attack on any American citizen for any damn reason at all. And I would protest it. Do you see how this thing is still alive? And this thing is come on. I mean, I can't even go to the end of that thought without realizing that this is absolutely cowardly and absurd, murderous and genocidal. My kids could be infected. My cats are infected. My poor cats. And doctors are refusing to help me, and have actually wrote that I'm delusional, when this is obviously a human being knows if something foreign is in their body. I own my body. Do I need to say that again? I own my body. No one else owns my body. My body is sovereign. My body is autonomous. My body is my body. Not to be passed around, shared, figured out, dissected, radiated, genetically mutated, God, what else? I mean, I've been raped every which way that I can. And people need to band together, because regardless of what you think about me or what opinions, I don't care if nobody likes me, you would still have to say, this is not a dangerous individual, and she does not deserve to have this happen to her. Pedophiles should be deterred like this. But I guess it's not as lucrative. Anyway, I love y'all. I hope that, you can just tell your heart to beat again for your fellow humanity, and you can put a stop to this kind of stuff, because I need some treatment. Thank you.